to Social Dragonfly Tarot. My name is Eddie. If you don't know already, this is going to be a timeless general reading for the sign of Aries. Sun, moon, and rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, whatever. Pick a planet, pick a house, pick a node, okay? You're going to know how it resonates for you. Not going to resonate with everybody. Thank you so much for each and every one of you guys who have been liking, commenting, subscribing to my channel. It's greatly appreciated. Also, this is a timeless reading, but happy birthday, Aries. Okay. All right. Okay, I just heard fashion sense. Fashion sense. Somebody might be in the fashion industry. Aries. Okay. All right. So, Aries, it looks like you've gone through a hell of a lot here, okay? I feel like you've conquered a lot of loneliness. Okay, Aries. I feel like right now you're on the precipice of a brand new beginning for yourself, all right? With this solitude card here, you really had to... It took a lot for you to get back out there. It seems like you went through a hell of a lot. This could have been with a relationship, okay? Could be about love. These are really spiritual messages, this particular video is, all right, at this point in time. But I feel like there was like, so in your past, you had to take a step back and kind of look at the needs of your soul. Okay, you could have been dealing with a Virgo. Doesn't have to be. But I see that you had spent a lot of time where you withdrew from people. I feel like there's something that happened that caused you to pull back and not want to associate with others. Okay, maybe you were hurt. Maybe there was something that just caused you to pull back and not. You pulled your energy back. You withdrew from people. Whether you were really spending time alone, away from another person, or you just decided not to focus on connecting with other people as much. Okay, it's like there was some aspect of your life where you were like, man, I'm better off alone, right? It could be work, it could be anything. Either way, you kind of had to take a step back and reflect and reevaluate. You were called to conserve your energy with this solitude card. There was a conservation or a preservation of your energy. There's something here. I feel like you guys have been made aware of your heart space. Something could have happened where you pulled back and you decided that you weren't going to. It's like some of y'all, it was like you decided you weren't going to trust people. You decided you wanted to like shut off your heart space. You didn't want to connect with other people. But I see that now you're in a period or a place where you have recognized that. It's like you've gained everything that you needed to from whatever this place of solitude was that you were in. Whatever this was that you went through. It's almost like there's an openness in your present energy now. Some of you guys could be feeling really emotional. Number 11 could be really important here. You do have 2 ones. Okay. I think that you heeded a call because there was something that you wanted within yourself that you weren't allowing yourself to really have, okay? And it could be love, or it could be connection with someone else, or it could be creativity, or maybe an intuitive nudge that you were kind of compartmentalizing away. There's some aspect of flow. There's some sort of energy that you weren't allowing to flow, okay? You were suppressing it. There was an aspect of yourself that had been suppressed for a long time. You could have actually been in a depression. And now I see that the dam has kind of broken loose in some aspect. All right, so you may be experiencing an overflowing of emotions. You may be feeling really emotional. You may be having a realization of how much you do want to connect with someone, how much you love someone, okay? It could also just be that you have an overflowing and overwhelming connection to source now that you've never felt before. God, source, spirit, universal energies, right? So you're feeling that divine connection, and that came from you kind of cutting out all of the noise and the excess that comes from whatever was in your external reality. I feel like you kind of withdrew from a lot. You cut out a lot. You silenced a lot. You sat in silence. I feel like what it is you turned down the volume of the outside world and started to really listen to the tune of your own heart. Okay, Aries, and you started to really connect back to your own heart space, right? So there's a new beginning here emotionally for you. Because I feel like you've been doing a lot of work on yourself. And I do see that you're going to come into like an epiphany, or you've either had that epiphany already and this is you like having the epiphany in the present moment and then taking action on that later on, okay? This is like you finding your spark back. I do see that you're going to be finding your spark back. You're going to be finding that fire again, that passion again, all right, with this passion ignited card. All right. Some of you guys, this is like a sexual energy, okay? Or a creative energy. There's a power that you're gaining back, or that you're regaining back, or an umph, or an electric type of feeling that was missing for a long time, either within yourself or within a relationship. And I feel like you're gaining that back. You are gaining that back. So it's kind of like the Ace of Wands. So you have two aces here, which is really, really nice. So the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Okay. Which is really, really nice. Because I see that there's something here that you've been through that has caused you to kind of pull back. But now you're in the flow. There's an overflow. There's an abundance here. There's a birth. There's a new beginning. It could be a rebirth to yourself. Some of you guys could have just given birth to a baby or something like that. Or obviously birthday. Okay, your birthday. This could be a new love for yourself that has blossomed because you realize that you can take action now toward what you really want with a renewed love for yourself. There's still an aspect here of like, I don't know why I feel a little fear here with that. I feel like you're taking the steps to open yourself up again. Okay, I'll definitely say that. But if it's not about another person, this is just about you have like a renewed like devotion for some sort of idea or a goal or a project, okay, or some sort of creative endeavor, right? Either way, there is higher vibrations that you have stepped into the flow of. They're flowing into you, that are pouring into you, that are going to bring you much fulfillment. I feel like you shut it out for a long, long time, but now you're allowing it to flow through you, which is beautiful. Very beautiful. If there was an aspect of your intuition that you were withdrawing from or blocking, I feel like that's going to be coming through now. I feel like it's welling up within you. I'm noticing the tension right here with like her throat. So it's like you have something to say. I feel like you're going to be taking action to say that, whatever that is. There's some sort of forgiveness or past issues or like rebirth for you. Past issues being resolved. Because your heart space is truly open. Your heart chakra is open. And that's a beautiful thing. Okay. So I feel like whatever these new beginnings are, you're going to have ideas or some sort of like epiphany or revelation. A lot of creative energy here. Tapping into the feminine energy for sure. You're going to be, if you've been lacking enthusiasm, it's like you hibernated. You were hibernating, okay? And then you came back and came out of a period of hibernation, and I feel like you have a renewed strength, renewed positive energy. It's like some of you guys could have been working on your root chakra, If you had any feelings of fear or anything like that, that's why I felt that fear. Okay, you've been working on your root chakra. All right. See, like, she's not giving a fuck about like what's going on around her. So I feel like you guys are stepping into a balance where you're able to maintain a balance between being aware of what's going on around you, but still not caring about it to the point where it can affect you from being fearful and affect you from a standpoint of being fearful and keeping you from taking action on the things that you really want. Because there's something here that you have your eye on, whether it be a person or it could be a job, a career opportunity, or a creative endeavor, or something here. It could even be like a baby or something like that. You're going in full force, like balls to the wall, if you will. Okay, Aries. But I see that people are looking at you and they're like, damn, like, what does Aries have going on? Because I want some of that. Tell me about Aries' conscious mind. Ooh. Okay, so death in reverse and the Ten of Swords. Yeah, I feel like, and see, you have the Strength card right underneath here. I feel like that's what, this is the energy that you're moving on from. I feel like you're thinking about it a lot, but you're restraining yourself from thinking about it. And you're trying to make sure that your thoughts are positive. I feel like you don't want to let whatever this, there was something happen here that caused you to kind of clam up or withdraw. I'm getting that in a lot of the readings for the signs. Okay, a lot of the readings, and it's like you weren't able to let go of it. It was almost like a perpetual cycle of something that needed to end. You could have been replaying whatever this was in your mind, this betrayal or whoever hurt you. Okay, it was hard for you to let that go, so that's why you kind of maybe pulled back so much and withdrew to avoid this energy. Okay, although you knew that you needed to, it's like some of y'all took an avoidant approach, and either an emotionally avoidant approach, okay, to whatever this was, and you knew that there needed to be a transmutation of this energy, but it was really hard for you to do that. It was really hard for you to do that because you didn't see how you could move forward after this. Whatever this was, this blow, this pain that you experienced, it was more pain than you've ever been in your entire life. It kind of caused you to just kind of like crawl up into a ball in the fetal position for a little while, go down deep in a hole, you know what I mean, and be by yourself for a little while. Okay, Aries, I'm really seeing that. I see that, though, you're finding the strength now to move forward, though. But this is just the inability to move forward. But the only way, okay, this is exactly what I said. So whatever it was that you went through, it was extremely difficult. This was like the most difficult situation that you've ever been through, right? So the only way that you knew how to move forward was to shut off your heart space. And that's exactly what I was saying. I see that you know, your conscious mind, it's like, hey, you know, I'm not going to get hurt again. So the only way that I know how to not get hurt again is to not open my heart space to people. Okay? Consciously, you were trying to protect yourself. Subconscious mind. Talking about Aries subconscious mind. Yeah. Subconsciously, you're, on a subconscious level, this is a lot of fear, guilt, regret, anxiety, turmoil, terror, okay? Okay. So even though you did what you had to do to move forward and save face in the moment, deep down, you still felt like this. No matter how long it's been that the wounds, how long it's been since the initial wound. And although whatever this situation is has been over, if it's a relationship, you're not with this person anymore, or this situation has been long gone, but your heart is still deep in the depths, feeling the sting of all of those swords, just as bad as you were when it initially happened. There's a sensitivity here. There is a sensitivity here that it's like the wound is still fresh for you, Aries. This is fear. Even though on the outside you have mustered the strength, right, to move forward. You're like, you know what? I'll just move forward. You told yourself, I'll just move forward. I'll just not open my heart up to anybody else again. Whether you're opening your heart up to anybody or not, though, you're still scared. This is a big, deep fear of intimacy. I see that though that you want that, though. You do want intimacy. Some of y'all, this is like you don't want to show someone your true self or the depths of you because of what happened in the past, okay? You just feel like your joy was stolen from you. This is despair. Because of this focusing on the past, whatever happened to you kind of had you stuck in a time warp replay. Yeah, this is the same energy here is what this is. Inability to move on from the past, focusing on this injustice, and really carrying the weight of this replaying this over and over again in your mind. Maybe someone cheated on you. Maybe they left you, abandonment, anything. It takes away your zest for life. It's a heavy weight to carry. Trying to make sure that you don't get hurt at every stop, It's really hard to go through life like that. Okay. Obstacle, problem, issue, or blockage. Main obstacle, problem, issue, or blockage. They're telling me to shuffle. Two nines. Two ones, two nines. And a 13. Main obstacle, problem, or blockage. Main obstacle, problem, or blockage for Aries, please. Yeah, the Two of Cups and the Queen of Swords reversed. You want to connect. I feel like you want to connect. But you're not. You're not moving. See, here you are. Some of you feel like your family was taken from you. Okay? And there's a longing for that. Some of you guys are really wanting partnership. But I feel as though it's like your heart is exuding the energy of, yes, I admire this connection. I admire the intimacy, I want to meet someone halfway. I want them to meet me halfway type of thing. But you're confused because you're confused as to why it's like you're not receiving exactly what you're looking for. Why it doesn't feel the way that you'd want it to if you're in a relationship, or if you have some sort of like, let's say you're partnering with spirit, if it's not a relationship, right? You're partnering with spirit. But there's a rigidity here, a stubbornness. Rigidity, I mean, there you go. That's root chakra. Definitely work on your root, okay? Because the root chakra, when you have that rigidity, that's where the fear of intimacy comes in. You don't want to connect with people, right? You kind of keep people at a close distance because keeps you from connecting. You know, I look at this, I'm just noticing the number 2, that is 2 ones, right? And then you have 1 and 1 right here. And I feel as though this is someone that's coming in. This person, she has her eyes closed. I feel like what's coming towards you is the energy of connection, the energy of intimacy, the energy of that passion where you want to go all in, not think twice about it, just do it, right? Just take the chance, just take the action and do it. The opportunity is there. And even though you want this, there's some aspect of yourself that's just coming off cold. It's like, you want this. I feel like you're confused about it, though. I feel like you might find reasons why whatever this is that you're wanting, and it doesn't have to just be a person, it could be fucking anything. Like I said, creative endeavor, whatever this is. Clarity about an agreement or a connection to spirit, whatever you're working towards. Like, there's downloads that are wanting to come in, but I feel like you're not allowing them to because of whatever this woundedness is. It's like the wounds are clouding your ability to see clearly. About how you connect to other people, relate to other people, or how your connection is to source. Okay? And that can be really difficult because, you know, it leaves you in kind of a despair type of energy, especially when you're not understanding. You're feeling like everything is like forced. Like there's a lot of like blockages and energy of like, I mean, we saw the Chariot in reverse, the Death in reverse. This is energies of like really desperately needing to move forward in some way, shape, or form, needing to wanting to move desperately on a soul level, but feeling like you just can't. Okay, a lot of this is, you know, for a connection to flourish with another person, or for your connection to flourish with the divine, okay? For you to be in that state of divine flow where it's not so hard to move forward, there has to be clarity and communication, right? Whether it's between you and another person, which I don't feel like you want to do it, because you have to connect. It's like seeing eye to eye, connecting heart to heart, right? Your heart needs to connect to the divine. You need to allow, first of all, for you to connect to source, you have to be aware of your own heart. I feel like that's the energy that y'all are in right now. Becoming aware of your own heart. Work on your root and your heart chakra, okay? There are a lot of emotions. I honestly feel like this might overflow and come out. Whenever you finally do decide to have this Queen of Swords in the upright, when you decide to speak, when you decide to, when that clarity comes, there's going to be a fucking just emotional outpouring that these energies are going to spew out. Because it's being held back right now. See, like, this Emperor, he's holding his composure. You see what I'm saying? This is also the energy of, like, the Queen of Swords is self-reliant. So it's like you don't want to rely on anyone else. There's trauma here that's being repressed, and it's affecting a connection to another person, or it's affecting how you partner with spirit. Okay, how you, like, so what this would look like in terms of, like, if it's not about another person, clearly y'all would understand what that means. Like, repressed trauma is affecting how you relate and connect to another person, right? Which you're afraid of intimacy with another person. You're afraid of someone seeing your vulnerabilities, right? So you puff up and you act like you don't have any, or whatever the case may be. You're afraid of being open and raw with another person because of fear of intimacy. So you're not being truthful, or whenever you connect with another person, or you're just not talking about certain things. You're compartmentalizing certain things, okay? Or shutting off your heart space altogether. Now, in a sense of, like, source energy, this is not about another person. This would kind of look like someone who, I guess, is like kind of like bitter about the hands that they've been dealt, so to speak. The divine doesn't care about me, right? The divine's not here for me. And allowing oneself to kind of like slip down into a depression and feel like, you know, I'm all alone, I don't have support, like feeling like you're not connecting to your spirit team. Because if you disconnect yourself from your own heart chakra, the heart is the 0 point. The heart is your essence. It is you. Your heart, you are your heart, right? And if you're not connected to your own heart energy, then what that leads to is a disconnection from source, a disconnection from spirit, which makes you totally unable to connect with others. I think that there needs to be some forgiveness that happens here, that happens. There needs to be that. There needs to be a releasing. I think you need to talk about it, is what I think. I think you need to talk about it so that you can let this go. Because I'm almost feeling a sense of like so much trauma or whatever this was that you went through, a traumatic experience, like that has completely overwhelmed you and caused you to just clam up altogether. Some of you may have experienced where, like, this sorrow or whatever, you may have taken it out on another person around you, okay? A person who does genuinely care for you. Or there may be some aspect of your truth that you're not living out fully, and I feel like someone may have tried to bring that to your attention, or something like that. It tried to help you see that, and I feel like maybe you might have, like, snapped at them or pushed them away. I've done that before. Okay. This is essentially going through such a hard trauma, coming through it on the other side, feeling so hurt and so bitter. Could be about a divorce or anything like that. Okay. Feeling pessimistic, letting negative energies, you know, maybe even vindictive energies, okay, kind of take over you. And it's affecting your relationships with people. There's just a pessimistic or negative energy or thought forms, all right, that I'm seeing here. I feel like this is someone that you trusted that turned out to be deceitful. That's what this could be. Someone that you trusted turned out to be deceitful. And it just fucked you up, Aries. Completely just took away your ability to move forward. I mean, this could have costed you a lot of money. Completely shutting off your intuitions, completely shutting off your emotions. Only trying to go too much on your rational thought, okay? Because you need a good balance of mind, spirit, and heart. All right. You're really ungrounded right now, I'm seeing. If this is resonating with you, you're definitely really ungrounded. Look at all this mental energy. Sorrow, painful, mental energy, okay? There needs to be some grounding here. Like I said, root chakra, faux show. Because you don't want to be vulnerable. It's like you allowed yourself to be vulnerable with someone and they were not honest with you. They kicked you when you were down, so to speak. Okay? This is just numbness. The Queen of Swords in reverse. This is like whatever happened between you and another person or whatever this was just left you completely numb. And you just shut off your emotions because you're like, man, it's just easier. What is the will of... Yeah, this could be about a marriage where there wasn't any communication, or a partnership, right? Where there wasn't any communication. What's the will of the divine, or the will... Yeah, somebody could have been juggling or cheated, right? Okay. What's the will of the divine or the will of Aries' higher self in this situation? What's the will of the divine? Yeah. It was really a shock. There was something that happened to you that was such a shock that it's like you never recovered from it. It doesn't have to be cheating, but it was something really bad. Okay. The Seven of Swords is just there. It's there. It's there. It's there. What is the will of Aries' higher self? What is the will of the divine or Aries' higher self? The will of Aries' higher self for this situation. Heart chakra healing. Let that shit go. There's something that you need to be releasing here, right? It's a hard chakra card, the Four of Pentacles, right? Because there's like a narrative, a false narrative or an idea or something that you're holding tight to, right? Because of how your heart was treated. It's like you think that holding back from everyone will keep you from experiencing that type of pain again. But what that'll do is it will actually cheat you out of the experiences that are supposed to be divinely orchestrated for you, okay? Because if you just shut off your heart altogether, your heart is the essence of you. It is your 0 point. Your heart is how you live in the 5D. That is how you, I mean, if you hear my kids. I have, and you know, I chose root chakra binaural beats for this too. So root, heart, root and heart, root and heart. As you open your heart chakra, it's going to be imperative that you focus on remaining grounded, because that's going to help quell the fear and the anxiety that goes along with letting go of the past and releasing all the emotions and the energies of the past, so that you can build a future that you will be truly fulfilled and satisfied with. Okay, because you're going to have to understand that people will hurt you. People will hurt. I'm gonna tell you this, all right? My husband, he is such a loving individual. Like, he has loaned so many people money, and like everybody, we have our bills paid, and like he always like takes care of business, and so I don't care. I'm not the type of bitch that's like he's really responsible. So I'm not the type of person that's like, hey, like, why don't you ask me before you loan the money? Whatever. If that works for your relationship dynamic and that's what you got to do, fine. But that's not how we do it. He does whatever the fuck he wants with his money. I have my own. He has his. Everything gets paid. Whatever. So he loans people money. I'm like, the last 3 people that you loaned money did not pay you back, babe. Why do you keep doing that? And he's like, because. He's like, you know, I just give, you know, if I have it. He doesn't give if he doesn't have it, obviously. But he's like, you know what? Even if that person doesn't pay me back, right? It's like, I don't give to get that back. I don't give to get the money back. If I can help someone, that's cool. I'm like, yeah, but you've gotten fucked over, you know, the last 2 or 3 people you gave money to, that you loaned money to, that said that they would pay you back, they didn't fucking pay you back. So you're just going to trust another person? And he's like, yeah, it's another person. They're not the same person as that person, or the other person who didn't pay me back. They're not the same person. So he doesn't hold on to what the other person did or how they ran off with his money or whatever. Yeah. This is trauma that's probably related to a relationship. you trying to avoid having an avoidant approach, right? If you're like, well, this person, if you're looking at it like, I'll just use the money, right? Because it doesn't have to be a relationship. Let's say you don't want to give your energy or your heart to help someone else because you're worried that they won't be there for you. So what if you give freely and you give your energy and you're like, hey, you know, never overgive from yourself, right? You got to have boundaries, of course. But if you give your energy and you give your heart to someone and they don't return the favor, and then you're like, fuck that, I'm never fucking giving to anybody else ever again. I'm not going to open up my heart to anybody else ever again. Well, what's going to happen is you're going to end up lonely with nobody. But if you continue to be brave, right? And understand that you're going to get hurt in this life. Like, you cannot prolong the inevitable. Like, you cannot avoid and get away from being hurt because people are going to hurt you. You just have to remember that not everybody is like that. But it's not necessarily a bad thing that you did the defense mechanism of like trying to hold back just to keep yourself from getting hurt. I have this lesson, okay? Fear of intimacy, I have this lesson. I shut people out. I've done that a lot. You know, I'm an Aries moon, shit, okay? I've done that a lot. And people that wanted to care for me, I just kind of shut them out because of the fact that I was too busy thinking about how other people hurt me, so I thought I could avoid being hurt by shutting them out. Well, what happened was I missed out on a lot of loving kindness and care and support from people that I shut out because I just thought, well, fuck it. If I shut them out, they'll never have an opportunity to hurt me. But they'll also never have an opportunity to help me if I shut them out. You see what I'm saying? I hope that's making sense. So, you know, the will of your higher self, Aries, or the will of the divine is for you to release this, okay? You need to do some purging. There's a catharsis that's going to happen. That's why I was saying you may have some overwhelming, flow of energy just abundantly come out and well up within you that you can't hold back. And it's this stuff that needs to be released. There needs to be there's a cathartic energy here where you're going to be releasing a lot of shit. You need to release that. You got to release it. You need to purge, okay? The will of your higher self is to purge this shit the fuck out of you. Feel the emotions that you need to feel from the pain. Okay? And then also, shedding the old, this is also holding on, holding tight, right? The divine also wants you to try to let go of the need to try to control. That's what I'm saying. Let go of the need to control everything. You're not going to be able to be in control of other people. People will hurt you. I'm just going to say, people will hurt you. They will. But you cannot control who hurts you and who doesn't. You can't. You have no control over that. You know what I mean? So this is letting go of the need to control the situation, because that's an essence of control, right? That's an element of control whenever you're well, I'm going to get control of the situation, because it feels out of control. When you get hurt, it feels like everything's out of control. Absolutely. And that hurts and that sucks. So your ego will naturally try to gain control of the situation by shutting everyone out. But you're losing something valuable, right? You could be losing valuable relationships, valuable connections, right? By shutting everyone out. There's a need to open up your heart. There's a need to be more generous with your emotions or your energies, okay? Don't be generous to a fault, okay? Don't be generous to a fault, clearly, because sometimes the Four of Pentacles in reverse can, you got to have boundaries, obviously. You don't want to... But just understand that you can't necessarily... You can't control other people, and people will people, if you give your heart to others, not everyone will treat it with the respect that, you know, you would hope. And if they do that, just know that you don't trust that person again. Take that as a sign as, okay, that person's a douchebag. I'm not going to trust that person again, you know? But not everybody's like that. So when you move on to the next person, it's like, you know, looking at it like it's a clean slate. And you might get hurt, knowing the possibility that you might get hurt. And that's easier said than done. It's like, yeah, okay. Easier said than fucking done. But me and my husband was just talking about this shit a couple weeks ago, man. The fear of intimacy will really rob you of a lot of beautiful, passionate, loving experiences and connections. It'll rob you. The victim mentality, if you step into the whole, well, source don't give a fuck about me. God don't care about me. How come I went through that? How come I went? And the, you know, feeling like you're overwhelmed with the negativity of the situation instead of trying to have like a bird's eye view of the situation, understanding that you can learn from those experiences. If you look at challenges and obstacles as opportunities to learn and grow, and your joy is in overcoming, right? Your joy is in overcoming energies like this, then you're not going to be stuck. You're not going to, it's really just a change of perspective, okay? You're not going to continue to manifest, you know, things like that, people like that too, because you learn the lesson and then you'll move on. Okay? Yeah, so the will of the divine, the will of your higher self. Yeah, be nurturing. Open up your heart. Open up and focus on that feminine energy. If I'm talking to a masculine here, if you're predominantly masculine, this is you shut off your heart because somebody hurt you, man. How is spirit helping Aries? Yeah, you're just like shutting off the emotional, divine, feminine energy. The divine feminine energy is creative. It's receptive. You're not allowing yourself to receive love either. You know? You're not allowing yourself to receive love. If you shut off your heart space, not only, you know, will you not be able to connect with another person in general, you won't be able to give love to that other person or receive love from that other person. There's going to be a stagnant energy that will stay there with you, Aries. How is spirit helping Aries, please? Ooh. How is spirit helping Aries? Okay. Spirit is helping you by showing you the power that you do have. Shoo, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Spirit is helping you by showing you where you need to take action so that you don't miss opportunities. Opportunities to love, opportunities to create, opportunities to receive. I feel like you had an opportunity to receive some sort of beautiful blessing that the divine is trying to fucking give you. Like, look, this is the hand of God, literally trying to drop. This could be a baby. This could be a job opportunity. This could be, it's like, there's anything like this. Some sort of windfall, large amount of money, some sort of form of abundance, right? An abundant new beginning. Look, you have Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. The only fucking ace that we did see the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So the divine is helping you by, look, this is going to sound really shitty, but the divine is helping you by showing you how you've manifested opportunities where you could have had abundance but missed out on them because of this fear of intimacy. Okay? And that's kind of tough. That's kind of tough to hear. Because you don't want to hear that, you know, that you could have had this beautiful gift or this beautiful whatever it is from the divine, but you didn't, it's because you didn't connect with someone. Yeah. It's like almost like you're sitting here telling yourself, yeah, I'm satisfied being on my own, or I'm okay. I'm emotionally satisfied. I'd rather not have the drama. I'd rather not have the pain. I'd rather not. But it's like you're not. Queen of Cups in reverse is not a happy energy, especially if you're like drinking a lot or doing something to cope, a coping mechanism. You're very intelligent, Aries. The divine is spirit is helping you by, this just sounds so fucking shitty, but spirit's helping you by letting you see how something has slipped through your fingers. There's some sort of connection or something that has slipped through your fingers. So you have the power to manifest the outcome that you want here. I feel like this Ace of Pentacles can be redeemed, though. Like, I feel like somebody here missed out on something that they can actually get back. Because the universe is aligning you to a situation where you're going to lose something that was beautiful, a beautiful, beautiful gift, or it's going to slip through your fingers. And I feel like that's going to inspire you to take the fucking action. I think that's what this is. It's inspired action. And it's going to cause you to feel, because you're going to realize that you're not, it's like they're putting you in a situation where you think that you're happy, so you hold back. You see how his body language is? His arms are crossed. Very similar to this. This is what the divine's will was for you, right? They wanted you to get out of that energy. So I feel like they're going to put you in a situation where, once again, you know, they're going to align you with a situation where, once again, you're going to be like, nah, I'm good. You have an opportunity to either connect with someone, build on something, talk to someone, or whatever. But this fear of intimacy makes you say, nope, I'm good. But you're not. Deep down, you know you're not. And you're longing for that. So what you're going to do, I feel like there's like, ooh, yes, like I said, 6 of Swords in reverse. So something is going to come back around to where you're going to be able to nurture this again. I feel like you're going to open up your heart. I feel like you're going to end up opening up your heart. But the universe is going to have to put you in a situation where you're going to be hurt by seeing whatever it is that you lost, to put you in a place where you open up your heart. Okay? Sounds really shitty. Yeah, it's about whatever you lost. Okay? That's kind of like the 5 of Pentacles, financial and material changes. You're going to miss out on something. And it sounds shitty, I'm just saying. But what that's going to do is it's going to light a fire under your fucking ass. And it's going to be like, oh shit, I better lose this fear of intimacy and just overcome this fear and try to step out there. You're going to put yourself out there, Aries. You're going to put yourself out there in some way, shape, or form. Okay? Let me get one of these. Everything is interconnected. Everything is interconnected. Interesting how I wrote this in green and the purples. Crown and heart chakra, okay? You're going to start heeding that intuitive nudges from the divine. Because the divine has been telling you to open up your heart for a long time, okay? I feel like you're going to be heeding those nudges now, Aries. And I know it's hard, my babies. I know it's hard. I know. But you're going to want to. After this energy comes about, you're going to want to open up. Because you want this Ace of Pentacles. That's the thing. Whatever this is. This new job, this new home, this new whatever this is. New beginning. A family. A baby. Some of y'all want a family. Some of you want just to have your passion back. Your zest for life back. Whatever this is, you want it. You want it. I know that for a fact. I can feel that you guys fucking want it. I mean, every motherfucking hair on my damn arms is sticking up, yo. Can y'all see that shit? Showing y'all my arm hairs. Don't trip. Okay, so you're freaking out. And you're freaking out because whatever this is that you either lost or that you missed out on, it's like, whoa, you are flipping out. And it's because you didn't speak up. Blue. I wrote it in blue. It's because you did not speak up. It's because you didn't say what you needed to say, or you regret what you said. Fairy tale and spell work. Okay. Yeah, so some of y'all thought that you could change this with spell work, or hold on, I dropped a whole bunch of fucking cards, man. Somebody here thought that they could change the situation with spell work. Okay, or that there was some, but it's like you were just trying to go about this in a way that whatever you were doing, okay, spell work, the magician. So whatever you were trying to manifest, the way you were trying to manifest it, it's like you were trying to circumvent going about it in a way where it's like you don't have to use your heart. You don't have to have that connection to source. You don't have to go with your higher self or whatever this is, whatever your heart space is telling you. Okay? So it's like you're trying to artificially manifest instead of manifesting from your heart space. The divine is saying, we're not going to let you do that. We're not going to let you do that. Okay? Anything else? Nope, no more from this deck. No more from this deck. They are saying... Okay, this is a deck that I made that has all of the zodiac signs, all of the planets with the houses and all of their information, and the 12 universal laws. What messages do you have for Aries from this deck, please? Aries. Okay, we'll take this one. Uranus. Yeah, so unexpected. Okay, could have been dealing with an Aquarius. So you guys could actually work with rutilated quartz, any type of aventurine, green aventurine specifically, blue topaz, labradorite, amber, garnet, or diamond. And diamond, right? Diamond might be your birthstone, right? This is the awakener. Uranus is the awakener. He's the primordial god of the sky. Okay, something could happen on a Wednesday for you, doesn't have to be, but this is the shock factor. Remember I said shock, something left you shocked. This is the shock factor, this is the unexpected, it's the upheaval, the awakener. Uranus is called the awakener because the shock factor that Uranus, the planet of Uranus, actually brings liberation. Whatever this was, this happened to wake you up to yourself. Okay? I feel like this is the shock factor, whatever you're losing. What else for Aries? Is there anything else for Aries, please? The law of polarity. Everything has an opposite. Good and evil, love and fear, hot and cold, masculine and feminine. There's always two sides to the same coin. So it's like, you know, this is like throwing away the coin altogether. In some decks, this is the ace of coins. So Aries, because you experience the negative polarity of something or a situation, or you experience the negative polarity of humanity, Aquarius is also related like humanity, right? The collective. It's like saying that I don't like this side of the coin, so I'm going to throw away the whole coin. Do you feel me? But if you throw away the whole coin, if you throw away the whole coin because you experience the negative side of the coin, you'll never experience the positive side. Right? If you live your whole life in fear, you'll never experience love. Okay? What else? Okay, Cancer. Some of you guys are dealing with a Cancer. Some of you guys, this is related to your mother. Some of you guys have some mother wounds. 4th house energy. Ancestry and roots. This is Cancer represents the mother. home, family, domestic life. So something could have happened with your upbringing, okay, that affected your foundation, your security. Maybe you weren't nurtured as a child, so your ability to nurture yourself or to allow yourself to be nurtured in general was affected. We have Virgo here. We had lots of Virgo energy here. Okay, with the Solitude card in reverse. The Hermit card did come out as well. This is the 6th house, which is your everyday. Work and home, daily duties. All right. Techniques and methods, right? So your method of dealing with this wound, right, to your foundation, your threat to security, your own security, was to refine how you protect yourself. Virgo is how we protect ourselves. And the law of cause and effect. There's a direct relation between actions and events. If you choose to take an action, something will happen. Number 7. Number 7 is a divinely orchestrated number. Number 7 is about your intuition. It's about magic. So if you do something, it's a law of cause and effect. So if you do this, this will happen. If you do that, that will happen. Here's your planet, Aries, Mars at the bottom of the deck. If you choose to allow yourself to feel a passionate connection to a person or whatever it is that you want, then you open up the possibility for yourself to feel satisfaction. If you choose to take the safest route, which would be separation, separating yourself from that which you fear, then the effect of that would be dissatisfaction. Okay? Let's get some of these. What's the message for Aries, please? Astral house, wealth. Yeah, you're blocking some form of abundance, whatever this is. It's like there's some form of abundance that is being blocked here. Some of y'all, this is just straight up for, you lacking the confidence because somebody shot you down on your creative endeavors, or there's something that someone said that really affected your self-esteem. Could have been a Cancer, a Virgo, or an Aquarius. Could have been your mother. Maybe your mother never believed in you. So you don't ever share it with anybody. You don't share what you're passionate about. You don't share your ideas, whatever source or the divine or God has put on your heart. You don't share that. You know what I mean? Because you feel like you're just going to be rejected. Okay? And if that's the case, a spirit is here telling you that this is supposed to bring you massive wealth. This is the 10th house. Okay? Capricorn energy. Whatever this is, you have major abundance in store for you, but it's going to take you opening up your heart. Okay? We have a stork, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. See? See? There's something new. A baby, a birth of a baby, or some sort of business opportunity or something. And listen, you might try and then you might fail, you know what I'm saying, the first time. But the divine is actually building your self-confidence and building your resilience by, allowing you to go through everything you're going through. Failure is giving up. That's what failure is. You're not a failure unless you give up. August. Okay? Something might happen for you guys in the month of August. Could be dealing with a Leo. Let's get a couple more. And then I'm going to pull a flute. Disappointment in a friend or lover. Yes. There it is. That's disappointment. Maybe you felt someone was disappointed in you, okay? But there's something here. There's something here that you're not supposed to give up on. There's something here that Spirit wants you to try again. There's something here that shocked you about a relationship with someone else, but that doesn't mean you have to throw all relationships out the window. All right, let's get one of these and be done. Soul's Journey. Oh. Okay. What do we have for Aries? Let's get one. Ooh, I just heard dinner's ready. It smells so good. Heard my husband say dinner's ready. Perfect timing. All right, what is the last and final message, please, for Aries, Divine Spirit, Universal Energies? Messages of love, truth, healing, inspiration, validation, confirmation, and instruction for the highest and greatest good of my Aries collective, please. Thank you. Peace. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Y'all are being called to release all of this pain from your past. You got to release the pain of your past so that way you can build a kick-ass future for yourself. And the law of cause and effect, I love how this is the same color. Y'all notice that? This is the same color as this. I love that. I love that. I did these, you know, just kind of intuitively. You got to release this. Look at that. The Uranus card. Remember, Uranus is the unexpected. Uranus is whatever that shock value was. That's what you need to release. And whenever you do release that, when you realize that you are a being of love and you can embody love, you can give and receive love, okay? When you choose to release all of that negative energy that you've been holding on to, all of the pain, the resentment, all of that, the effect of that, the law of cause and effect will come into place here. And the effect of that is that you will experience abundance. You'll have a rebirth. You'll have a new beginning. Oh, goodness. Okay, love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. And this is very red here. There's a lot of red here. And so for you to be in the energy of love and not focus on, remember the root chakra holds all of the fear. It's your foundation. It's your stability. So if you have a lot of fear of intimacy or fear of connecting or lacking confidence within yourself, that's going to be working on your root chakra. So this is you working on your root chakra, letting go of all of that you've stored in your heart, that negativity and all of that negative energy, and choosing to commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things and letting go of what has ended. It's going to free you. Death, right? I'm learning that endings are merely the beginning. Rebirth here for you, and then freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. I love that these are the same color, almost, pretty much. I think you get it. I've repeated it enough, Aries. If this message helped you, drop a like, comment, subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know what happened. What was it that hurt you guys? If you feel comfortable sharing, you're more than welcome to open up your heart to me in the comment section here, or you can shoot me an email. Check out the description box. All of that information will be down there below. I will make sure that nobody's mean to you in the comment section, okay, if you want to share. And I will be more than happy to listen to you. You can always talk to me if you need someone to talk to, okay? Many blessings to you, Aries. I really hope this helped you. I guess I'll just see you next time. Love you guys like oxygen. Bye.